Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5. Forgive me if I cough, I have COVID-19, so that's interesting. And this is a review over this training knife. This is the Kershaw Kershaw Emerson trainer. I think it's called the E-Train, or the model number 6034 trainer. I'm getting interested in smaller knife defense stuff, more specifically a Libre fighting method. And so working with smaller knives, folding knives, fixed blades and stuff, I felt the need to get a folding trainer. Now this is, I think, modeled after the CQC6K, which is the Kershaw Emerson folding knife. It looks exactly like this, but not a trainer. And but I got it as more or less a understudy or a trainer for my paramilitary 2 with the Emerson opener. And we're going to compare and contrast the wave features, and I'm going to get into the nuts and bolts of the review here right now. Now you notice with the Emerson, these are not exact copies of the wave feature, and I prefer the Spyderco wave feature to the Emerson, but the Emerson is the grandfather or the originator of this type of opening method. So it's cool, but it is a little bit harder to use because this is angled more of at an upward angle, and you can see this one's actually kind of flat and has a more right angle to it. And also this one works a lot better for opening up bottles, and I quite enjoy using it for that purpose. But other than that, they're roughly the same size, both very smooth. Forgive me for that, that was with my left hand. There we go. They both sling out pretty easily. Again, this one waves a little bit easier, but it's something to be said, to have a little bit more difficult trainer to ensure you get your technique down. But ideally I'll have a 1-for-1 trainer live blade matchup, but I don't, so I'm willing to live with the inferior wave feature for this particular training knife. Now, something I want to mention real quick, I would hope that no one would actually do this, but I feel the need to mention this. This is dull. It does not have a point. It's rounded and it's dull. But you don't want to use this as a sparring knife. Use a rubber knife for that, or a foam knife, or something like that. You could really hurt someone if you jam this into someone, and they probably won't want to train with you. You might break a rib, bruise them real badly. Who knows, if you get too crazy, you might scoop out an eye. Wear glasses, kids. Wear safety glasses or goggles. That's a good idea. Anyway, so what you're using this knife for is practicing deployment and getting the knife into action. So I got a bob bag. If you have a punching bag, a bob bag, a pail, you could even use a tree. You could practice either using the wave or the thumb disc, getting this out of your pocket, open, and then into action. And that's what you're mostly using this knife for. And this is something that most people don't talk about, is trying different pairs of pants with this wave feature. A lot of us don't really think about clothing as part of our system, but unless you're a gun guy and then you have a gun belt, and then you're worried about concealing and not footprinting and stuff. But I've found that I have certain pairs of pants that work better with this than others. I got a pair of pants that's from Buckle. I can't tell you what model it is, but for those of you who shop at Buckle, they have very weird pant features. Some of them have 4 back pockets that are on top of each other. two on each cheek. And these black pair of pants, and this is why I got them, because I wanted black jeans. The pockets, let's pretend this is the fabric resting against your body, and this is the other side of the pocket that you're slipping the knife in. A lot of pockets, even if they have nothing in them, they kind of rest against the body. Well, they're really loose, and I don't know why they did this, but they don't snug up against your body that much, and it's noticeable. And I've noticed that deploying this knife from those pairs of pants is a little bit more difficult. I want to try reversing the pocket clip, because I can, and I'm hopefully when I get through with COVID, I want to practice more with reverse grip and the Libre fighting method. So maybe drawing it in reverse grip will be a little bit easier, but I suspect I'm going to have a little bit of issues as well. And also keep in mind with a wave feature, if you pull straight up and you do that under stress, it might not deploy as well. And that's kind of the point. When you have a punching bag and you have a training folding knife, you're trying to mimic that stress method by drawing this out quickly and getting it into action. Now, the reason why I want to review this knife is for its price. If you get a Spyderco Endura training knife, I think it's going to be around 80 to 90 bucks, depending where you find it. Emerson, I think, cost a little bit more. And, this is a very good price. It's $25 to $30. So for that price, it's like, why not have it? You can get some training in. It mimics the size of, several different knives. Obviously, it's not a trade-off for a fighting photo from Cold Steel. It's not going to mimic, every knife. But it's a good stand-in for the majority of knives that you're going to run against. Now, this is smaller than my Kershaw Emerson that I carry occasionally, so it's not the best stand-in for that, but it has the same wave feature as that knife, so there is going to be a little bit of crossover. But it's just a very good price, and I was like, you know what, for that price, I'm wanting to train a little bit more, I think I'm going to get that. And so far I haven't been disappointed, and it makes a good fidget toy. And you know what, if you want to fidget with this, you have no fear of dropping it on leather and cutting it. Excuse me. But you can kind of play with, weird opening methods, and it's just fun. So I wanted to make this video talking about the Kershaw training knife. I might get the actual live blade version. I haven't decided yet. I have 2 to 3 other knives that I'm considering. I'll round up to 4. But I'm not really looking at production blades at the moment. But the other knives, I don't know when they're going to be dropped, so I don't know. But I've been very pleased with the trainer. I think if you're going to do punching bag work or bobbin work, maybe on a pail, and you want to practice getting the knife out and going to town, I think it's a good buy. So that's it. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.